be here tonight because I thought I would be at boot camp. But I actually didn't even audition for the X Factor, so I don't really know why I'm that disappointed. But I'm happy to be here, so that's good. But I've been watching a lot of the X Factor. I think it's a brilliant show. But there's something that they do. I don't know if they do it every year, but they've done it this year. Is that when the auditionees go on stage and they sing their song, they film them in slow motion, running off that stage, and then they leap off these stairs into the faces of their friends and families. And I've seen elbows, I've seen a couple of scratches. I think it's dangerous and I don't like it. Because if it was me, right, I would just audition. I'd do a really good song like, you raise me up so I can stand a mountain. You raise me up to walk on lonely seas. And I'd get 4 yeses, and I'd leave that stage with some dignity. But I wouldn't want them to like make me phone my mum. Like, you know they do, like there's a camera there, there's Dermot there, and you have to phone your mum to tell her that you got through, because it'd be like, it's just ringing. Hey Mum, I got through! I'm going to boot camp! Boot camp! Can you pull over? Okay, bye. Totally chuffed. But I think that this year there's been a bit of a mistake in that Cheryl Cole is now the mentor for the boys group, and I think it's a huge mistake because she's going to have to tell some of these boys that it's the end of the road. It's the end of the road. And you know that they're going to have to leave, and she's going to be, and like, I just think it's going to be embarrassing because it's not going to be the right time for them to have an erection, is it? Dear Cheryl. And last time I was here, last month, again I'm glad to be back. It's my night. I spoke to you about the homeless. And I mentioned that I think it's terrible that so many homeless organisations give them soup because, well, it's a starter. I think it's cruel. They're hungry. But I've been thinking about it some more. And I feel I can actually empathise with the homeless at this time of year. Because in 1997, in October, I did my Duke of Edinburgh. And it was cold. Conditions were so harsh, it literally feels as though you're drinking a frappuccino without wearing gloves. It's freezing. Now, I'm from quite a large family. I'm one of 4 children, I'm the youngest. And when we were growing up, we were always vying for our mum and dad's attention because, well, just too many of us, quite frankly. And every so often, our parents would treat us to make us feel special. And I will never, ever forget the time my dad took me to the cinema to see Basic Instinct. We slept in separate beds that night. And I don't know why. No idea. I've got a niece who's 4, and she's very sweet, but she calls men's and women's bits oys. It's a very long story, right? But I took her swimming, and we were getting changed in the changing room, and she looked at my oy, and she said, "Your oy is awful." Sorry? She repeated it. I thought, what? Keep your voice down. For the record, yeah, it's not awful, okay? It's just different. My it is. I went to the family planning clinic about 2 weeks ago, and it took me ages to get seen by a doctor, but eventually I did. And I said to her, I said, I'm planning on having 2 girls and a boy, or 1 set of twins and a single baby. And she just looked at me blankly and gave me some free condoms. The family planning clinic, where else am I supposed to go? And a lot of people say to me, Hannah, you can't do political comedy because you don't read the news. I said, here goes. Recently, I saw in a newspaper a photograph of Osama bin Laden. And I looked at that photo, and I've heard the rumours, and I thought, underneath that beard, there's just a lonely child who needs a hug. Either that or he is a massive terrorist. None of us know. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my time is up. I must depart. You've been lovely, and I've been Hannah Isherwood. Goodbye.